up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. So, I gotta ask you, where
What's
do you
up?
get the name StickyNutz from?
um, damn, that's something I don't want to expose, but I guess we're all grown. When you're doing your shit. But yeah, it's just I created something that sounds gross to a lot of people, and some people would be like, "What the fuck?" But not everybody's gonna have a weird name, and it's just gonna,
I think it's like I laughed when I heard it. I was like, it's like Little Dicky. It's like, Sticky Nuts. Sticky Nuts coming
it's
today.
it's like a name that people are gonna remember type of thing. So
Who is
yeah.
Sticky Nuts? And then, Sticky Nuts.
Yeah.
Alright, so I gotta ask you as well, how long have you been playing guitar, and is there any like particular reason that you started playing that got you interested in it?
So I've been playing guitar for yeah, I don't know the time frame, but it's been a while. I'm actually
A few
self.
years?
Yeah, it's been yeah.
A little while.
I actually self-taught myself. They got me a guitar Strat copy. I think it was like Slammer Hammer or something like that. It's a weird Japanese or it's not a real like crafted guitar type of thing. Um, and I remember wanting a guitar for a long time because I grew up listening to all these type of music and drums. They're cool, but they never really excited me or whatever. It was always like the guitar is like it's a voice of its own type of thing.
Yeah, you can really do a lot.
Yeah.
Especially, you got, hold up, I'm gonna show them. You got all those fucking pedals. That is insane.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how you know how to use those, but I guess you learn.
I mean, there's times
Like
when I'm playing
I
live.
see that and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's,
There's times on
lot of
stage
pedals.
where, if I record something, let's say with one of my pedals on the recording thing, when I play live, I'm in a different atmosphere, so I'll play around with my pedals. I'm like, oh, shit, that sounds
like,
cool.
Basically just stomp on them.
Yeah,
That's cool.
just get different effects. I actually got to get more because there's new music that I'm writing, and there's certain things I want to do in terms of like the sound I want. So, yeah, man.
You can literally do anything with that.
Yeah, man. There's just so much shit,
That's way
man.
over my head.
But yeah, I'm self-taught. I've been playing for a while. What got me into it was like listening to, like I said, these bands, and I'm still searching for new bands. But I like staying with the old school stuff because those old school guys like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, they got these weird style of playing that you could learn how to play their music and then create your own type of vibe type of thing.
They made their own like style.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jimi Hendrix like made his own timing.
Yeah, he's
guitar.
that dude, man. He's rest in peace. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah. So is a lot of it like tapping? Like you learn kind of like some of the stuff they made or like some styles?
Yeah. So
that they did?
listening to their stuff, because music, everybody wants to get like that perfect sound, and there's no such thing as a perfect sound.
Yeah, I learned that when I was started playing guitar. It's like, oh wait, you can manipulate this anyway. It doesn't really like the music theory's there, but you don't necessarily need to learn it. You can
Yeah, that's something I'm always arguing with a lot of guys that play their way. Like I'm not the guy that's gonna like do a whole bunch of solo licks and stuff. That's cool, but I kind of like creating a story with what I write. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like
Every
the
now
stuff,
and then.
I like the stuff you do with the wah pedal.
Oh yeah, that I use more when I play live as opposed to when I write a song or something. Like when I'm live, like I said, it's a different atmosphere, and I use that to put some more color.
So kind of just like almost improvising live.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot live. You'll never really catch me write or do the things the same way twice. It's weird. I forget shit.
Yeah, I'm a very critical person. I understand.
So you know, like
a lot
when
of
I'm
it's just in the moment.
yeah. So like when I play live, you know, everything is in sync, but I just try to remember like the drum beat, the pattern of it, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's when I have to do this type of thing. It's not like
So
I remember everything. Like it's just things that I remember, like the beats, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to switch to this.
Yeah, I feel like playing with other people just kind of like count in your head or like notice what they're doing, and you're like, all right, that's the part we change.
Right. Yeah. So that's how I do things live, but I wouldn't trade guitar for nothing else. Like this is me. This is my oldest guitar actually, which I don't want to like fuck up playing live, but it's got my vibe. It's kind of like
not a guitar you'd smash.
yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, man, I love guitar, and since the day I you know, I've always wanted one. Now I got the privilege to have one and play.
And I know you want to talk about your setup a little bit. You told me you just got new pickups on that.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, that's correct. So my favorite, I guess, guitarist is Jim Root. That's no secret. This is a signature model. These originally come with EMG pickups. I think 81 and 60. And recently I decided to try his signature model pickups just because I wanted a little bit heavier tone. I was doing a whole bunch of research of like type of pickups. I was going with Zach Wild, and I'm like, I don't really like it. I also tried to get the James Hetfield ones, but those are like, from watching a whole bunch of videos, those are a little bit too distorted as opposed to like that punchiness that I want. And then he had his when it dropped, and I did a lot of research, and I'm like, people might laugh later on, but that's what I want. Like that sound is like, it just sounds good. The clean channel, it sounds good when you up in the neck. I just love it. So now that I perform live, people are gonna be able to hear me a little bit better than before, because it just got that punch, man.
That's cool. I know. I heard the difference from the old ones, upgrade to the new ones, and
yeah,
those ones are like, the sound's just so good.
it's different, like, yeah, and it helps with this guitar because I got maple fretboard, which is kind of brighter, and this just thickens it that much more. If this was ebony, it'll probably sound a lot heavier, but
I think it's cool you know all that, like, because a lot of people that like don't play instruments, like they don't know like why you choose certain guitars or like what you're trying to do with it. It's like, yo, that dude plays guitar, like, yo.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that don't like the maple board. Personally, for this guitar, I love it. You know, white on white with the white setup. And then my other one, my black one, is black because it just looks cool. But the other one, I don't really use it too much anymore because I haven't felt too creative in that tuning. But it'll come around soon. It'll probably get these same pickups too.
Yeah,
later on.
That's the other thing that's insane is the different tunings. Like when I started playing guitar, I'm like, yo, you can just tune it differently. It's a whole different world.
Yeah, man. Like the other one is drop B, so it's a little lower. But right now, the way I'm feeling, I think it's a little bit too heavy for what we're doing, so to speak. The way we're writing, so I don't want to drift.
Maybe one day.
It'll come out soon.
This thing and all the pedals, that's just wild.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you told me you grew up in New York City and you're in Gaithersburg now?
Yeah, I was born in New York, in the Bronx. And I moved with my grandmother at a young age to Florida.
So you've been around?
Yeah, I've been around. But I moved back to New York around 10, 11 years old. And that's where I grew up. So I'm from New York.
That's cool. I'm from upstate New York before we moved here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you.
I was in a small town like near Syracuse.
Oh my God, that's
like
up
like
there.
Up there like,
yeah, we don't blame you guys.
Yeah. The fake New Yorkers.
Yeah, the fake New Yorkers. You guys are more from. Yeah, you guys are Canadian. I don't care. But growing up in New York and listening to this type of music, I was kind of like the odd one out because in New York City everybody likes rap and all that stuff, which I like too.
It seems to have taken over the world.
Yeah,
it's like the new pop music.
Mm-hmm. So listening to that, I sat down one day and I was like, there has to be a way that I could transpire or whatever this instrument with rap. Like there has to be a way, and that's when I discovered Limp Bizkit. The guy raps over and I was like, yo, maybe this is what I gotta do, make a new wave. So I moved over here and I met Zay about a year or 2 years ago.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the man. That's the front man. And I remember I did some loops for him, and I took a break from guitar and got into my own things. And
life was kind of crazy around then. Just like everyone's coming from different areas, like Frederick, Baltimore.
Yeah,
and
man.
Like we're out here in West Virginia right now. Shout out to Maryland. Sometimes we haven't done anything in Virginia yet, but
no.
I know Zay's all over the place. He goes to like Colorado.
Actually, I think this year we're gonna do a lot more touring. So
summer 2022. That's what
man. It's actually our schedule. I'm not even gonna say schedule because I don't know where I'm gonna go, but the way we're set up, we're starting the year right. We're gonna have a show literally the first day of 2022, so that's gonna set the tempo for us. But we're gonna get pretty big.
We're gonna expand.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we're definitely gonna be moving to places.
Place to place, on the road that never ends.
Yeah, man. I need it, man. I need it.
Sorry. The thing about like music is just like, for me, it's like the infinicy of what you can do.
Yeah.
And like how each artist chooses it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of like comes to like people just figure it out for themselves. I think that's really cool. Everybody
has a different view on music, but when we all sit in the studio, crazy stuff happens. Like people that you didn't think could do certain things, they just blow your mind, man. Like
Sandy, say Sandy.
Sandy. I need water. I need water. I don't need it. Yeah, the freestyle.
Hell yeah.
people coming together from all over the place.
Mm-hmm. So, people got love language. People got different languages they speak. My language is music, man. I can't live without it. I'm always listening to music, either listening or I'm doing my own music.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my day.
Yeah, it's so much fun because you can either really plan it out or it just happens and you're like, yo, that sounds dope. We'll go with that.
Yeah, man.
That's the one that works. Let's get some lyrics.
Even when we have our practices, I write it a specific way, and then when we start practicing, I start hearing different patterns in my head, and then I add it to.
I feel like the creative energy of everyone kind of comes together when we're all in the same spot, and
it's dude, I'm telling you, it's a different atmosphere with that.
Yeah,
it's the best feeling in the world, man.
Sometimes I'll be playing for Zay and he's like, wait, no, do it this way, and I'm like, I try it out that way. I'm like, wait, that's it.
Yeah,
he has.
Yeah. Normally, when I come to writing, I do certain things before we play, and he's like, oh my god, can you do something with that? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then we'll just come in sync and we create shit out of nowhere. There was one song, I think it's Wait, if I'm not mistaken. We was rehearsing literally minutes before the show, and we created that song in performed it, and it came out a lot better than we thought.
Yeah,
Like-
that was pretty quickly too. Like,
Yeah,
just,
man.
I think just having everyone together just like makes
It-
everything
it's-
click so much easier.
Yeah, man. It's just a lot of fun.
And you like to. I wanted to ask you like, what influences like how you dress for shows? Because I dress up pretty crazy sometimes. I play like different characters, how I dress, and like I know that's just fun to just be like, yes, this is what I'm wearing for the show.
Honestly, it's how I feel the day of, like, it's not like I sit down and I'm like, I might wear this. Like, I don't plan it out. It's like, all right, let's see what I feel like today. And sometimes I see that and I'll put it on and I'm like, nah, I don't feel like this today. And then I try something else. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then showtime comes and I'm wearing probably different colors. Those will probably be pink, black, yellow, or something. And I don't know. It's just.
I like to mismatch a lot.
Yeah, man.
Just
like,
someone will see like, who the fuck is that guy?
yeah. I like trying different shit. Because we live in a world where everybody looks the same and talks the same, and I just like to be different.
That works.
Yeah, man.
Difference, how you make it. I think. Just like.
Yeah.
Take elements. I've seen some like documentaries on like creativity, and they take like I forget what the quote was, but it's like the best creative stuff takes elements from like a lot of different places. It's basically shit that's already created, and it's like your spin on it, but you end up spinning it so much it's just something different.
Yeah. Everybody. There's always a leader. Everybody else just follows. That's just how I put it. There's only one leader, and everybody else follows. So it takes one person to be different, and then everyone else is just gonna
starts the wave.
Yeah.
The wave, and then I always think it's funny because it's like they're little sound waves and vibrations. And we're like, yep, we're on that wave.
Yeah, man. That's it, man. That's it. But yeah, man. That's just how how I dress. It's how I feel. Sort of how I make music. It depends how I feel. I got a whole bunch of archives on music that I write that I'm just probably never gonna release, but
maybe one day.
Maybe. But just how it is,
Yeah, that's just crazy. And how are you like when you're on stage? I imagine you're like in your element, like when you're performing.
Moments before, leading up to like getting on stage, I get the butterflies and like, holy shit, it's time. But
a little nervous.
yeah. But once I'm there and I'm with like the people that I perform with, like my band, it just feels natural. Like I feel good. It feels.
I think it feels good to like share that with the world.
Yeah.
This is our shit. Like we think this is cool, and we want you to think it's cool too. But we don't care if you think it's cool because it is cool.
It's always gonna be cool, And the way I write my music, like I said, it's not just my story. Like you don't have to listen to it and be like, oh, that's the way he thinks. You could create your own image in your head.
Yeah, some of the stuff you do when it's like higher and you got the wah pedals, it's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I can't like repeat that. But you know what I mean? Like that shit. It's just like it hits my skull differently.
Yeah, man.
And then
like
with drums, it's like
fuck, man.
Holy shit.
I want everybody to listen to my music and create their own story. I'm not gonna create my story and then engrave it into someone's head, because at that point it's not music. At that point it's just like a social studies book.
Yeah, it's like when you create something that's art, it's no longer you. It's like everyone.
Exactly.
It's like how they interpret it and what they feel from it, whether they like it or not, whether they think it's cool or anything. It's just,
Everybody has their own opinion. Not everybody's gonna like my stuff.
They might.
That'll be the best thing that happens. But everybody, they got their own sense of like what they like and what they don't like. It's just how the world is. You got 1 million people that like your stuff, and then you got 2 million that don't like your shit. It's just how it is.
Yeah. there's as many people as there are, there's as many opinions as there are people.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's always never ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think what you're doing is dope. I think it's positive. I'm excited for these shows. I'm pumped up for them. And
hope to see a lot of people there. Hope to see you there.
I will definitely be there, 100%. And I think that concludes this interview. That was StickyNutz. Thank you.
Man? Yeah, man.
For being
of course.
here. I appreciate it, and thank you for coming out here. All right, peace, everyone.